Hey guys, how's it going? RedMaster here, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, where today we're getting some more content in for you and a new deck list for you guys to enjoy as well. And as much as I do appreciate and respect the legacy and the strategy that is Big Red Dragon Pass, admittedly it hasn't been doing quite well in the competitive side of things. When I'm trying to rank, when I'm trying to ladder, I kind of run into the issue of Big Red Dragon being outed and I end up losing the game. So it's not great. So I decided to kind of pick up another deck list. And, you know, given the current status of Master Duel, things are a little expensive here. You know, when you're looking at meta contenders, some of the more general staples are higher rarities. And some of the more prominent meta strategies also have a bit of that higher rarity sprinkled in, meaning it's hard for you to build said decks. Now, I know I do have a lot of gems, but that doesn't really always translate to being able to build a deck. So, what I have built is something that I think I've really have come to enjoy here. It's another strategy that I have played in the past, but of course the rulings on it and just by the way they work, they were always a little confusing. Thankfully now, I'm finally able to build and utilize Plunder Patrol in the game. Now, Plunder Patrol is really nice. As you can see, it's fairly inexpensive when it comes to the main deck here. The higher rarity stuff reserved for a few of the generic staples alongside the Shipyard, which is a crucial part of the deck. You do need the field spell if you want to play it. This is how you can do a lot of mulligans, if you will, with your hand. So this is an absolutely must-have at 3. But I mean, other than that, the main deck here, all of the patrol pirates themselves not exceeding a rare value. The ships are all super rare, which isn't hard to get either, thankfully. I mean, the packs provide you with a nice amount of super rares that you can then break down and get into your ship. So this isn't too bad either. Like I said, the higher rarity stuff is the stuff that you might absolutely need for the deck. Blackbeard and the Shipyard. But overall, this is the strategy that we're going to be working with for today. Got some games lined up, some replays, and then we'll get into a live match with it. But I do want to explain what these guys will do in case you aren't familiar. Basically, they're a bunch of pirates that provide interaction or provide interruptibility on your opponent's turn. You can special summon your own ships based on the same attribute to then just become a nuisance here, whether it's monster effect negation, spell trap removal, or targeted monster banishing. This is all quite useful to have, especially with what's going around. Things like, you know, your Eldritch matchups, you can easily get back row cleared out with the Bran. You can do monster effect negation with some of the choke points in combo decks, etc., etc. So this is something that I have really liked in practice, in play. It's kind of brought me all the way up from bronze to gold. I know it's not platinum. Plat's the highest, but we can get there if we decide to just rank a bit further. I'm kind of taking this thing slow. We're not like the other content creators out here who are day one speed running platinum ranks. So, you know, we'll get there when we get there. But this deck certainly has the potential to do it. I think other than that, we're just running, again, staples like Ash Blossom, preventing the searches, Max Seas. These things are disgusting. Lightning Storm. I do probably want a second copy of the Dark Ruler, but, you know, we're not looking good in the UR points right now. So the Dark Ruler's there as a more substitute, if anything. So, I mean, negating all of the face-up monsters is kind of like removing them, if you will. So, yeah. I mean, regardless, though, I do want to go into a quick card by card to show you guys a little more detail into what we're working with here. Obviously, I mentioned the more generic hand traps, the Maxis, the Ash Blossoms, these guys down here. We're running 3 copies of each of the pirate here: Whitebeard, Redbeard, Bluebeard, Golden Hair, and the Bird. I like to call this thing the Bird because that's just what it is. All these guys have incredible synergies here. I mean, Whitebeard is a searcher. Redbeard is a equip. You can equip it to your own Plunder Patrol monsters to, of course, boost them under Shipyard. Both of these guys can, of course, create special summon Plunder Patrol monsters on their turn, so that's how you can get into some of the ships here. Bluebeard is a free special summon. Golden Hair is a free special summon. Black Eyes, free special summon. All these guys can essentially just help you turbo out into the main strategy, which is the Blackbeard. The Blackbeard is what you're going to primarily be using to trigger your special summons for the ships. I know, sounds a little confusing, but you'll see in the games what I exactly mean by that. We've got 3 Radiant, the multi-dimensional Kaiju. These are good because if my opponent is not playing the necessary attribute I want for a special summon, I can easily plop down the Kaiju on one of their monsters, trigger it, the Blackbeard, target the Radiant to select the Dark, go into Moark, banish the Radiant, so then get to actually utilize the Kaiju, and then proceed from there. We do have the Pot of Desires as our draw spell. I heard this was getting limited, though, based on the latest ban list. I don't know how that translates into Master Duel, but this could be altered eventually, so I'm not looking forward to that. We've got the Ship Shape Shipping, which is the fusion spell. The fusion spell that can be used as discard fodder for any of the ships to get their ability. Plus, it can special summon, I believe, a Plunder Patrol from the deck to equip. So you can get things like the Emblem or another pirate that can go onto a ship, which is great because then you become, they all become quick effect speed. The Field Spell, which of course is going to be what you, oh, actually, hold on, I skipped one. The Emblem itself is not super great. It's an attack equipped spell, but this is also how you're going to be boosting up under Shipyard, so this is nice to have at 3. The Shipyard, the Field Spell, again, I've already mentioned this, but this is essentially what you're going to be doing or using to swap around your hand if you don't like certain cards, need certain cards. Shipyard's a great way to help you do that and is recyclable from the graveyard. And then we've got Booty, which is another way that we can special summon based on certain attributes. This one as well can also provide a reborn from the graveyard, so again, really nice to have that. The extra deck is all 3 of the ships, the Lies, which is the Monster Negate, the Brand, which is the Spell Trap removal, and the Moark, which is a Banish. Got 3 copies of Blackbeard as well. Alongside that, 2 Nightmare Phoenix for back row removal, further back row removal if we can't get to the Brand, and a White or Whale that can act as a bit of a Raigeki, if you will, just to destroy all attack position monsters and then make up to 2 attacks during each battle phase, which is fantastic. But yeah, that's of course our deck list here. Looking forward to the gameplay. Gonna actually go ahead and show you some replays first of how powerful this deck is, just based on some games I've played already, and then we'll get into the live match to show you guys maybe more in detail on how we can play out certain hands and, you know, go in matches and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our first match replay right now. Alright, so opening up into our first matchup here, the first of the replays, if you will. We don't open great, just Booty and Redbeard. Booty can transform the attribute, but Redbeard should be enough to get us into a ship from Special Summon. Our opponent's on Mech Knight as he goes ahead, pops down a Nightfall. We're going to chain the Redbeard into the Nightfall, because, well, we chain the Redbeard, he chains Nightfall. We're going to get Ash Seed on our Max, which isn't great. I don't think I needed to waste the Maxi here. I think, read this properly. He could have just added, and that would have been it. But no, we're going to go ahead and get the Maxi going on his turn anyways. Just in case the deck has any special summoning capabilities here. And he's going to Ash that in response, which will come back later. So, of course, the Redbeard is going to, or at least the chain will resolve here. The Ash negates the Maxi chills out in the grave. The Purple Nightfall adds a Mech Knight to hand, getting the Indigo Eclipse, which can also special summon. And the Redbeard can go into Brand. Now, what's great about this is that when your opponent does Ash Blossom, things like this in the chain, Ash is a fire attribute, which can get you into the Brand from your extra deck. So that's really big. It gets us our Spell Trap removal, which is going to be great against these 2 back row set here, just hanging out doing nothing. We'll equip the Redbeard here to chain the ability at quick effect speed. Going to negate or pop, the Dust Tornado. He's going to get over our Brand, unfortunately, with Rush Recklessly. Managing a lot of old era spell cards with this Mech Knight deck here, so that's certainly something. We are going to lose our, I believe, Brand because of this. He's going to move it over. Yep, fancy maneuvers, so that way he can summon a Mech Knight later. Pop our Brand, and it is back to us. We are going to Booty here, just so that way we can special summon back the Redbeard, so we can use it for the next turn as a free special summon. He's going to dust our booty. We can chain booty, though, to change the attribute before we lose it, which is fantastic because we are going to select dark. So this is going to get us into our Moark line. The Moark will be able to banish the Indigo Eclipse, and we'll be in a great position for the rest of the game, as you can see. So, of course, linking off 1 and 2 into the captain here, the Blackbeard, if you will. The Whitebeard will special summon a golden hair from deck. We'll use the golden hair to, of course, equip a Moark too, and, of course, banish the Indigo Eclipse. Because of that, we pull a Shipyard off the Moark search. Shipyard, of course, going to go ahead and boost. We'll get a couple of big bodies here. Swing for 25, swing for 26, and pass turn. Now, this is really great. We're in a great position. We have interaction for our opponent, not only in the form of Blackbeard, but Moark, because we do have the Whitebeard in hand. We can discard the Whitebeard to banish whatever summon he decides to go for. And with only 2 cards in hand, it's not looking too good. Mech Knight does return, though, for him. Another Mech Knight comes down from hand because of it. We're going to go ahead and use Blackbeard here to go into the Lies, which was a great move here, as you can see, because he goes into Verte Anaconda. Of course, Anaconda is going to have to pay 2,000 to send a Fusion of Polymerization, which, under Lies, we can negate, thankfully. So, of course, Lies is going to go ahead, discard the second copy of Shipyard, negate the Verte Anaconda, destroy it, and clearing the way for victory. Opponent does not have anything else he can do, so he'll end there, pass it back, and we will swing in for lethal. So that is the important part here. Of course, showcasing the fact that you can interact on your opponent's turn in a way to set up necessary tools to proceed for the rest of the matchup, whether, again, it's banishing or monster negation. You see how crucial the monster negation was for that specific turn there. But now, of course, just simply one attack away from lethal. Lies going to do it, and that will, of course, end the game. So very good first demonstration of what the deck can do going first and what the ideal position is for you in this deck. Obviously, we didn't have the Blackbeard turn 1, which is unfortunate, but we were still able to play, eventually find the Blackbeard, get all of our ships going, and disrupt his strategy very, very cleanly. So, love to see it. Let's go ahead and jump into our second replay, though, to show you what the deck can do when it's going second. Alright, folks, into the second replay we go. We are, of course, going to be, I believe... Are we actually going first here? I don't think I did do a second. Okay, yeah, I did do it first. I think this game might have just been better to show you guys what we can do when we don't have a clear line to Blackbeard. That is still doable here, so we'll work with this here. So, of course, going to open up with the Fusion spell, surprisingly enough. Fusing, summoning the Lies out of our extra deck here. We couldn't go into it based on the Black Eyes and Golden Hair combination in here. One would have to kind of need another to be in graveyard to activate properly, so... Here, we can just Fusion summon the Lies. Going to trigger the, what's it called? The Fusion spell. Go into a Whitebeard that we can attach onto the ship. Use one of the ship's abilities to resummon the Whitebeard. And use that to link off into the Blackbeard. So this, of course, is establishing our Blackbeard for turn. This is what we're going to use, hopefully, to interrupt our opponent's combos. We're going to get a Redbeard out of our deck from the Whitebeard. Pass it over and see what our opponent has got for us. He goes for a Dark Magician Circle here, so our opponent is rocking some Dark Magician, which I found interesting here. Gonna perform some Dark Magician stuff, going to send Magician Shoals, Dark Magician, resummon the Dark Magician here. Going to establish, I guess, the ideal Dark Magician board. Tries to go for a Banish play on the Blackbeard, but this is where the quick effect speed of Blackbeard helps. We can chain targeting the Dark Magician to go into a Moark, which will actually bypass the circle and protect our Blackbeard, while also setting up a Banish potential interaction on his turn. So this is going to be very good for us. And we just threw the Plunder Patroll off of that Blackbeard for fodder as well. So again, we're in a very good spot here. Our opponent's going to trigger some more Dark Magician stuff, which is fine. I believe we... kind of interact on this one to create a second Moark. Just doing our stuff here. Yep. Discarding the Plunder Patrol Shipyard. Getting another Shipyard for turn, which is funny. Going to, of course, reset a Redbeard here. Going into the Moark. He summons more Dark Magicians. Man, just going to go crazy here. Going to, of course, Xyz away into the Ebon Illusion Magician. This guy's pretty funky. He's going to be able to kind of get around one of the Moarks here. Resummoning a Dark Magician. To commence combat. He can swing, banish one of the Moarks here. He can hit in the other one, but it's not going to do much since they both have 2,500. And he'll pass on that. And, you know, that's a bit of a board. Much better than I was expecting him to get based on the current situation we were in. But we did get a ship out of the interaction. So we can still pretty much pop off from this. At least I would hope so. We have the ideal card, Shipyard, in our hand. We can activate that. As you see, we're going to go ahead and do so. We're going to use the effect to swap away the Dark Ruler. Going into the Black Eyes. The Black Eyes will resummon the Whitebeard from the graveyard back to the hand. We'll use the Whitebeard and the Black Eyes to, again, link into another copy of Blackbeard. Blackbeard is going to, well, not yet. Blackbeard's going to trigger after the matey is summoned. Go for the third Moark. He's going to Eternal Soul to, I believe, summon another Dark Magician. And, of course, every Dark Magician in your monster is unaffected by card effects. So this kind of blocks our Moark banishing. Not too big of a deal, though. We still have enough power. Magician Circle activates, banishing our Blackbeard. Not great. We get Desires, though, off the top. Moark is going to discard Bluebeard. We're going to banish the XT's monster. And we're just going to pop off here with a couple of our Plunder Patrols. As you can see, creating a 3k Moark, which is going to be enough to swing into one of these Dark Magicians. Also, creating some potential here for a third copy. Oh, no. Brand, excuse me. We're going to go into Brand from summoning additional Plunder Patrol monsters. Things like the Golden Hair, the Bluebeard, etc., etc. So, of course, 4k, 3.5k, and 3k is nothing to really laugh at here. Plus, we have an Ash to interact on his turn. We go for a Soul Servant here, which I believe is a way for him to stack the deck. Let's summon another Dark Magician, which is fine. No big deal. Going to trigger Dark Magic Circle again. We really can't stop that, so we'll lose the brand. We'll go for the Soul Servant here, but we'll be able to Ash that. I believe the second effect of it, which might have been a draw or a search. Regardless, we'll negate that, meaning the Soul Servant is useless. He'll Exceed into another Exceed's Magician. Ebon High Magician this time, which is fine. Really just a 28k body to defend. We can still swing over that with the Moark here, and even after drawing the IO, which, yes, is in the deck at this time. It had anti-synergy, I know, we replaced it. We're going to, of course, resolve this chain. Eternal Soul is going to bring back in the Dark Magician. No big deal. We'll get the Mulligan off the Shipyard, go into the matey here. Magician Circle will trigger, trying to banish the Shipyard, which is interesting. We'll chain Moark to banish the Xyz Magician. Banish that. We'll get Booty off the search. We'll lose the Shipyard. Matey will trigger. We'll attach onto the Moark here. Special summoning Bram off of the emblem that we attached a while ago. That is another part I think I missed here. Because Ash Blossom was used, we can, of course, go into the Fire, which is the brand, which can help pop some of these annoying back row, like the Dark Magic Circle. We'll go ahead, banish that off, get the Golden Hair as a search. We'll re-trigger the field spell by returning one of the Redbeards to our hand. And, of course, just pop off into a lot of damage. 1,500, 25, and 25, as you can see. A little over lethal, which is just what we need to close out the game. So, despite all the interaction that our opponent did have on his turn, things like being able to banish my own, or kill off my own monsters with the Dark Magic Circle, we were still able to pull up a board all the time. That was just really nasty to deal with, a lot of interaction and stuff on his turn. So, I really do love that play of the deck. Man, I think I have been speaking way too fast. Now I'm slowing down, and now all the breath and oxygen is catching up to me. I think with that being said, though, folks, we're going to go into the live matchup now and show you guys what we can do, you know, or how we would play the deck live. I think that's terrible English, but that's what we're going to go with because, again, we had a long day. We're exhausted. Don't worry about it. Folks, let's not waste any further time. Let's go ahead and get into the live matchup right now. All right, so into the live matchup now. We are going to choose to go first. We love to see it. Well, I mean, let's hope we can draw a decent hand here. That would be something nice to see, too. Let's go ahead. That's not bad for turn, actually. That's really not too bad. So let's go ahead, open up with the Shipyard. Shipyard can trigger fine. That is excellent. I think I'm going to go for the Golden Hair into the Bluebeard. We're going to special summon out our good pal, our good friendo. Doing that. Going into the Captain. Love to see it. We can use the Bluebeard here. Bluebeard discarding the spell. Oh, we get an Ash? Oh, I clicked on that card. And get us directly back into the fusion. Let's go ahead and do this. This is gonna probably fetch a second Ash, right? Or a Ash. He's got interaction. There's no point in hide. Oh, okay. I'd say there's no point in hiding it. He's got the Ash. Let's see here. Let me read Golden Hair real quick. Discard one card for someone's card. You guys, okay. Not great. Guess we'll go into the Whitebeard. We can discard said Whitebeard if we wanted to for something for the someone that put in this card. I think it's fine, actually. I think we'll hold for now. We'll just do a turn change on that. I was thinking if there was a way I can maybe get more bodies out on the board, but the problem with that is if he does have something for our captain here, we'd have no way for follow-up, which is not great. Okay. There's a set 2 and pass. Disturbing, but okay. Oh, and there's the seagull. I do have back row removal, but I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, we also have Bram. Let's go ahead and activate our Plunder Patrol, our Golden Hair. Oh, gonna dust the shipyard, huh? Alright. That's not cool, but whatever. That is recurable after all. We'll do that. We'll activate here. Let's go ahead. Oh, swing for this. Yeah, there's the Ash. Okay. That is fine, actually. We can just chain into the captain, because I believe what the captain can do, right? It can go after... Yeah, we can get the Bram rolling now. So this goes, negate that. That's fine, we don't need it. But now we can do... discard the Seagull. Go after the back row. Starlight Road! Uh-oh. Stinky. Then what I can do here is... This is summon from the... do I want that? I think I actually do. This is not really using the Golden Hair's equipped to do much, so let's go ahead and do that. I can go into a Phoenix here off of that, but I don't think there's any point in doing so, right? Just right, unless for more damage. I don't know, let's try it. Let's go ahead and get the bad boy out. Special up. Oh, we can do more than just the Phoenix. I think the Phoenix is funnier though, so we'll do the Phoenix. I haven't summoned Phoenix in a while in this deck, so. And then we're going to use the Bluebeard here, discard the Radiant. So that way we can potentially go into... Ooh, and a Max C. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So then, of course, we swing in. It's not lethal, unfortunately. We are off by just a bit, so our opponent is going to be able to respond with something. Because I don't think I can get... How much? I need like 1,000 more, which... I don't think I could have done under Golden Hair, right? Yeah, Golden Hair 0. She would have only gotten the 500 boost, so it wouldn't be enough to kill. Unless I'm wrong, in which someone can yell at me afterwards that I missed lethal. I am prone to do that after all. So let's see, our opponent's got 4 cards in hand. Hasn't revealed much. He revealed the Starlight Road and a Dust Tornado, which aren't exactly great. And there's a Surrender. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Well, it wasn't the sheer power of Plunder Patrol like we saw in the last 2 games. I think this is a good demonstration of how, once you establish a turn 1 board, you can easily just pop into a lot of things, even through opponent interaction like our opponent did in this game. So, not bad. We'll collect a couple things, but I think that is going to be a good place where we end off the video for today. So let's go ahead and close it out. Alright, folks, and with that being said, that is, of course, going to do it for today's episode of Master Duel. Hope you guys did enjoy, and again, showing the deck list here for you in case you want to use it for your own. I've enjoyed it, despite the weird ratios in the extra deck. Probably want some more utility in there, but for now, based on what I've got, this has been working out and doing good things, so I'm pretty happy with this. But let me know what you guys thought of today's deck by leaving your thoughts down in the comments section below, as well as what you guys thought of the matches, too, because, again, always nice to remind myself if lethal has been missed on the board. But yeah, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Be sure to share. Be sure to subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already. Folks, we are, just around under maybe 20 subs away from that 1K mark. So really appreciate it if you'd help us get that goal by the end of the year. And yeah, I think it is going to do it for me for now. So, until next time, guys, stay gaming.